Good morning to all. Like many other people belonging to our composite world of entertainment, art, and event organization, I participate in many organizational and proactive tables. I guess also in other countries this is happening, not only in Italy. Together, we are implementing and stimulating useful action in the current and lasting economy emergency, and we are working also on a path of legal and professional system. In the recent Italian history of entertainment and various arts, never happened something like that all together like in this occasion. But I think we all are losing sight of a crucial and main point. We are in fact accepting the closure of all live action, music, theater, dance, circus, street work, and so on. Is not possible to do it. And we are accepting this, that is also without any certain perspective of reopening. In short, we are rightly dealing with immediate protection, tenders, and supports, and we are trying to design a fair, supportive, sustainable future that create diversity, the union of the main intent of making people feel good and giving a future for the new generation. The new generation that I believe that they probably are very concerned about the fact that a lot of money is actually being spent to keep us alive, and they probably think who's going to pay for this in the future. And I am really concerned about this. This is another major fact. But there is no reason, at the same time we're doing the two things I mentioned before, to impose simultaneously on the government agenda the times, the protocols, and the methods to reopening outdoor and indoor physical spaces in 2021. I can't even imagine the full 2021 still without the chance to stay together, to spread the beauty of what happened on a stage, from the stage to the audience, and from the audience to the stage. I'm obviously not talking about large spaces, stadium, racetrack, or large arenas. I guess the reopening in the summer of 2021 is really unlikely. I doubt seriously that this is going to be possible, and the vaccine will be not enough. We have more or less 8 billion people in the world. I don't see 8 billion people that are going to be vaccinated by spring. And consequently, I believe we cannot be blocked because the huge show would not happen. We need to keep away the destiny of the full live entertainment from the big blockbusters. I can't wait to see again artists like Bruce Springsteen or AC/DC or other artists being in the stadium, but we have to be objective. This is not going to happen in 2021. We can work for 2022, 2023, but not for 21. But at the same time, we need, from spring, to work again on all the other levels. And there are so many possibilities, because we can distance ourselves. We need to create a method, a protocol, to not grant excuses to those who speak of gatherings that are dangerous for the propagation of the virus. I'm talking about everything else. I'm talking about everything happening since 50 people to maybe 5,000, 10,000, depend of a dimension of the space. The rest, this that I'm talking about, is what concern the vast majority of the daily work of millions of people in the world, and that concern a few billion participants that we should stop to call consumers. Consumer is an ugly word, awful word, that recalls consumption, almost a branch of Dante's hell on earth. Maybe we can call them associate producer, as Carlo Petrini, the founder of Slow Food, call it. I think is the right way. Times that must be indicated by us. So the live entertainment should indicate the day, maybe 1st of March 2021, 15th of March, end of March, whatever it is, and not expected by those who govern us. Manners that also has to be indicated by us. I believe this is an idea that we probably should also reinvent the performative attitude of the artist, taking as a model from theater, from plays, from musical, from jazz, with multiple reruns each day if necessary. Maybe 2 shows a day, not every day of course, but once a week or 2 a week can be done, with medium and long-term residency shows in order to spread the flows of movement of the public that apparently is the main concern of safety with most of the government. I'm sure about this in Italy, even if I have to say, I mean, I get the underground yesterday and they say that the underground is with half of the people, but in a main station, in one of the main stations, lots of people get in. So I don't know how they control this. And talking about control, I think that the show business, the live music business, have given so many examples of great professionality, high attitude, high respect with the punters. So we need to guarantee also more shows and more work to everyone, because after 1 year without work, we need a year with double of the work. We need easier production, the exploitation of local and territorial resources. There are so many great stage companies, so many sound and light, great companies all over Europe. With full respect, I don't see why we still need to have all in Europe traveling all these tracks full of lights, sound and steel, when we have in most of the countries local companies that needs to work. And at the same time, I think we make a favor to the nature with less transportation of trucks all over Europe. We need to consider temporary venue with local production suitable for more shows and more artists and different times to optimize economies and work. A health protocol that has a sustainable and recognized rapid coronavirus test, if this will be the way, otherwise other possibility at the gates, of course, and all necessary preventive measures. I'm not getting into that. We all know what we're talking about. The distance, the physical distance, please don't call it social distance anymore, is an ugly way. We are all social distancing. We don't need to, when we are all physical, to call social distance something that is physical distance, that is another thing. A new organizational protocol that determines the capacity of each venue according to its size, in addition of a new strategy in ticket sales and seat assignment, with the adoption of a dynamic map of seats, which must consider altogether the presence of group of relatives, of families, an accurate path for entering and leaving the venue, the characteristic of services, first aid points, bars and toilets, and the necessary physical distance, as I called it before. But can't just be decided by someone that we even don't know who is, that indoor is only 200 people and outdoor is only 1,000 people, like it is actually in Italy, besides the fact that now in Italy we can't work, but not only in Italy, in the most of the European countries. But the dimension and the capacity depend on each venue and all the characteristics that I mentioned before and many others. I really believe it can be done, it must be done. Let's do it.